Coming to you live with another video, man. I got another video for y'all. I want to talk about the Lakers. I've been trying to do these videos as much as I can, man. I be really busy now. Like it's really crazy. I be working a lot. So y'all just bear with me, man. To my subscribers, the new subscribers, welcome. I try to talk about as many topics as I can and just different things. So just bear with me, man. I appreciate the support and everything, man. We still growing and we still going. And uh, I think y'all for to just I think y'all for just supporting everything, the music, everything. Y'all be showing a lot of love, man. I appreciate that. What I want to talk about is the Lakers. Like I said, the Lakers recently just announced that uh, Magic Johnson is now the advisor for the Lakers now. So what does that mean? My thing is, my dad actually sent me this. I didn't even know he sent me the little link from our Bleacher Report. So once I found out, I was like, wow, like what does this mean as far as like Jim Buss? Like that's who I instantly thought about was like Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak. So I'm like, what happens with them? So pretty much my theory is like I believe from what I believe is this means that because like Jeannie Buss said, she's the ultimate voice and she has the last say so pretty much. So I believe that like Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak has to answer to Magic Johnson, and then from Magic Johnson he go and tell like Jeannie Buss. So this mean like all right, they have to be on their P's and Q's. Like they said that he announced a meeting, and the meeting gonna be like 4 or 5 hours. So in this meeting, I'm pretty sure he's gonna sit down and ask them what's their direction, and and he's gonna evaluate the situation. If he felt like all right, they're going in a direction where he felt like it's not going to benefit the team and them winning, then he's gonna say, all right, y'all have to go, or he's gonna go to Jeannie Buss and say, all right, Jeannie, they need to go. Like it's time for them to get out. Cause I just can't see him and Jim Buss just don't get along. Period. They just don't get along, and at least I don't think so. It doesn't show like I just feel like um they just don't get along pretty much, and that's just the the main thing behind it. Uh, I think that Jim Buss has done a great job as far as like getting the talent. I think the problem is with Jim Buss is I use this analogy. It's like fixing a puzzle. It's like having a puzzle. I think that Jim Buss is great at having a puzzle, like picking a great puzzle. Say, hey y'all, we have a puzzle. Like it could be a lot of people around, like Mitch Kupchak and Magic Johnson and blah and Jeannie Buss. All of them they could have a puzzle right there in front of him. And instead of him saying, hey, you guys, could you help me with this puzzle? He is trying to figure out how to do the entire puzzle by himself. Or if they don't, if they do it differently and they can all fix it together, and do it the right way, he'll say, you know what, nah, if we doing this puzzle my way, or we're not gonna fix this puzzle at all, or we're not gonna do this puzzle. And that could kind of mess you up, and that's how I feel like, because I was trying to figure out like why they didn't let Jordan Clarkson remain like starting at the point guard, because he really did a good job, and especially with the way the league is heading now, I was like, like the a dominant point guard. Point guards are more scorers than passers nowadays. And a lot of them who came into the league weren't like facilitators, but they were like groomed into becoming facilitators. So I thought that Jordan Clarkson should, start. But D'Angelo Russell is not a bad player either. So they obviously are building around him. And with Magic Johnson coming in, this is great for as far as like the fans, Laker Nation, because he's gonna go into like a lot of these practices, and it's not gonna be on half slacking. It's gonna be like, look, y'all gonna play hard, like y'all gonna dedicate yourself, and y'all gonna, he's gonna be at every practice, and it's gonna be like y'all either gonna play hard or y'all gonna dedicate yourself and be about, basketball, and y'all gonna win, or you getting traded. I don't think it was that with Jim Buss. It was more so like he would go there, like Mitch Kupchak would go to the practices, and Mitch Kupchak couldn't really say anything because the ultimate voice was Jim Buss. So by him going down there and just looking at the guys, they can lollygag and play around and not give it their all. And you know, Jim Buss would say, "I want D'Angelo Russell here, so if I want D'Angelo Russell, he can't do no wrong, pretty much, you know." And Mitch Kupchak can only say but so much. So I think that with Magic Johnson, then Magic Johnson can go down there while they practicing and say, "No, y'all not giving it enough." And if they're not giving it enough and they're not playing, they half slacking during games, they're gonna have to come with it. You know, I honestly think that the Lakers are tanking right now, and I think that these young guys are on a leash right now, and they're in a cage. You know, they're on a real tight leash because they can't play. Like if they go out there and give it their all, then that's a chance for them to win games. And if you win games, this is the last year that they have to give the 76ers the draft pick. And by being as though that they have to give the 76ers a draft pick, that Steve Nash trade put us in a very bad situation. But at the same time, it was a great thing. You know, I'm happy with Dwight Howard being gone, especially if you look at how he's been. You know, it's just that mentality of you see the way like LeBron's acting and how sensitive he was. Like Kobe, maybe I know I'm going all around with these topics, but y'all just bear with me. Like, if you look at like as far as like Dwight Howard and mentally, and it's similar to how this new generation act, and they're just so sensitive. Like they can't take criticism. Like Charles Barkley criticized LeBron, and it was like the end of the world. Like, oh, you can't criticize LeBron, you can't do that. Why would he say that? And I'm gonna talk about that in another video. It's gonna be about Shaq. Yeah, I'm really disappointed in Shaq. But the Laker nation, that Laker blood, that purple and gold blood, we don't teach the soft. You got to be built. Like you have to be built for it. And with Dwight Howard, he just wasn't. And like I was saying about LeBron, it was just like Kobe never asked when Kobe needed help. It was because of Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. But I'm gonna talk about that in another video. You just got to be built for it, and a lot of these guys aren't built for the game. They're just not built for it, and and I see a lot of that with D'Angelo Russell. I feel like he has to just be consistent and want to prove people wrong every night. Be consistent and especially when he sees Steph Curry. Like when Kobe went up against Jordan, he wanted to prove that he was better than Jordan. Of course, he wasn't better than him, but he wanted to prove that he deserved to be in a conversation with Jordan. I feel like D'Angelo Russell had that same approach. I'm not the type of person that's gonna say, "Oh, he had a bad game, he's a bust." No, I'm not that type of person. Like I'm gonna be like, "All right, he had a bad game, he need to come with it." Like and then I'm not gonna just try to tear you down. But like I said, man, Magic Johnson, this is a great thing, especially for Laker fans, and for the players not so much because they gonna have to really come with it because otherwise they're gonna get traded and they're gonna miss out on a great opportunity of being with a great franchise. And this gonna get back. It's gonna get back to championship mentality now. Um, and that's pretty much it, man. Like we're gonna see where we go from here. I'm gonna do a video about who should the Lakers draft in the next draft. I honestly think they should just trade the pick. They say that this draft class is stacked, but I think they should try to trade the pick for someone and put them around these guys. I don't know who, but I'm gonna go over that in the next video. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I try to cover all everything that happened. Magic Johnson also said that he would like to work with D'Angelo Russell hand in hand. So I've seen that in the past. I don't know, like what maybe Magic just got too busy. So hopefully Magic could be around more too. Like I don't want to see him just advising at Dodger games and stuff. Like no, I don't want to see him at a Dodgers game. If you work, I want you and Mitch Kupchak to be working hand in hand, or you know. I don't want to see you at Dodgers games relaxing. I want to see Magic Johnson at every Laker practice. You know, and Mitch Kupchak, you gotta give him a lot of credit, man. He is like he's an old guy, gray hair, just at all the practices doing everything, and he gives it his all. But I feel like Jim Buss is over him constantly and hovering over him. But I don't know if Mitch Kupchak and Magic get along. I'm pretty sure they will, but I just don't see it working as far as like Jim Buss and Magic. Them two just like they just don't get along. So I think that is the ultimate decision would be for Jeannie Buss to get rid of her brother and let Magic Johnson just, let Mitch Kupchak be the head of basketball operations and oversee him, and and just keep it going like that. you know. But Jim Buss has done a great job, and I think he should be able to give at least like his thoughts on who they should draft or where they should go and everything. But make sure y'all click that subscribe button. I'm out.